And welcome back to the channel. Something a bit different today. We're near the Woodside pub, which is in Woodside Avenue, would you believe? Now this used to be my old stomping ground when I was a child, and this house here used to be a scout hut, but there's a secret little walk, so don't tell anybody, will you? If you go down Woodside Lane, it's only a short walk this, but many people will go to the Joey the Swan and not know about this, so we'll go and investigate. Now of course, if you live around Flixton Drive or in the area around here, you will know about this, but surprisingly a lot of people won't. So we come to the end. And beware if you're in a wheelchair or something, because it's like going off the end of the earth, this is, isn't it? I've not been here for a long time. It's a very steep, it does have a handrail fortunately, path down. And what it basically does is cut off the corner and take you out on the other road at the top, which I can't remember the name for. But it is steep and you do need to use the handrail, and it's certainly not suitable if you're in a wheelchair. It's not very big, but I was pausing because of all the birds, and as soon as I pause they all stop, but you can probably hear them in the background already. So having got to the bottom, you can just go across the little bridge and go up to the top. Well, it's a lovely little brook here. I used to play here as a kid a lot. And it's a really peaceful, nice little walk. I say I've not been for years. There's the little brook. It seems to have gone wild now and just a path. Well, nevertheless, it's a nice place to fetch the dog. There's a bit of grass there so you can throw the ball for him or her. There's now another path that comes in there which I didn't know about. Well, it's a nice tranquil little place. Well, it was until he started drilling or whatever he's doing. You can see the water sort of crystal clear. And hopefully you can hear all the birds in the background. So the right hand side's just gone to rack and ruin because you can't really get to the little brook. Of course, when I was a kid, this was all very young trees and what have you, and all that side, which is now houses, used to be fields. And there used to be a big pit there with rabbits, hundreds of rabbits. We used to play down here for hours as kids. Yeah, in the good old days. But now of course everything's matured. We've got massive trees. So if you go Joey the Swan, pop across here, and a little walk here. We have got a little squirrel in front of us. Is he going to run or is he going to stay? I don't think we can get to it now unless it's round the corner. There used to be like a little, I'd say waterfall, but it's not really that spectacular. But just have a look here, something's been going on here. They chopped a lot of trees, or the trees have fell down. Squirrel, I don't think I can catch him, but he's up there. Again, we tend to do these things because a lot of people that watch the videos are housebound, and just to be able to see what's offered locally. If you're housebound or limited ability to get out, you'll never ever see this, will you? And it's on your doorstep. I was quite surprised at the difference. Well, it is a little walk that's in a hot day, it's really shaded under here. It's not a hot day, but dogs will love the little walk. Just a pity there's nobody or volunteers that cut back to the actual brook, because the dogs probably want to go into the brook, don't they? But it's not very deep, so you haven't got to worry. Got a squirrel again there, and a bit of a hidey hole here. It's the sort of thing as kids we'd have had the fences come down there, and the probably a den for some kids. We can't actually get to the brook here. It's not very loud, but it's a nice, peaceful, tranquil little brook with the sounds of running water. And you can see it's only possibly 6 inches deep, so if you've got a little dog you can go and have a paddle without having to swim. So there's sort of like a mini waterfall, as you might call it. There was a bigger one. Whether we can now get to that or not, I don't know. But you can't believe these trees out. Now as kids they were little trees. Well, it sounds like that might actually have been the mini waterfall. There's a drainage pipe here that feeds it, but well, it wasn't actually the original waterfall, but there's a tree gone in there blocking the brook, and it's producing like a little waterfall. Well, just talking to a local dog walker, and he thinks this might have been the original sort of where the waterfall is. It's just a pity that nobody's going to come down and sort this out. Get all this out of the brook. There's two ways of looking at it, because one way is that it's sort of nature, so it's not messed with. There is a kingfisher comes down here on a regular basis. Apparently I was just talking to the man. So if you're a bird watcher, it might be worth coming down, see if you can spot the kingfisher. Old tree there. So presumably nobody owns this land and nobody's going to take care of it. There's lots of trees falling. Big bosh houses double high. And that's as far as it goes. What I was looking for is that the trees here, because last time I came, a long time ago, but these trees were full of holes because of a woodpecker, and he really had gone to town. And I can't sort of find it now. It may have collapsed since then. No, they're fairly small trees last time I came. But you can carry on now, and this eventually brings you out at Nantwich Road. So there is more of a walk if you want. If you wanted, you could walk across Nantwich Road and carry on at the estate over there, Manor Way, and round there there's walks around there. Some of it's fenced off, so quite who owns the land and why it's fenced off. And it hasn't done them much good fencing it off, because somebody's ripped it all down and created another little path there. There's a fair old tree there, coming down with a fair old whack. Well, this path goes a lot further than it used to. And there is like a little field here, and another path takes you to the houses there. Yeah, so it just brings you out on this road which takes you to Nanny Road. Where all posh houses are. I'm just trying to see, this is gated off. And there's a sign, but it's unreadable. So whether somebody actually still owns this bit of wood or not, you can't even make out what was on the sign. Now we've got to aircraft. We'll just go back to this little area here. And if you look at the ground, you can see there is some sort of reinforcement on the ground. So it's a nice little area. Nice berries there for the birds. So I'm not sure what street this actually brings you out. You can see the reinforcement there very clearly. So it is a well defined path. Not actually sure what this street is. No road signs where I wanted, but there's another big open space here if you wanted to throw the ball for the dog. Pigeons. There does seem to be some sort of well-used paths into the woods, whether they go anywhere. There's another squirrel, and they don't seem to sort of go anywhere. Where's the squirrel gone? I think actually the path might go a bit further, but the branches fell across it. Yeah, again there's a well-trodden path here. Whether this goes any further. It's not a proper path, but it has been, whether the kids are using it or, again, it doesn't really fetch us anywhere. Unless you're a bird watcher and want to look out for the birds. Again, it's the nice sounds of water, or it would be if that idiot with a bloody chainsaw or whatever he's got stopped making the bloody noise. It's a lovely calming sound. It's nice to look up at the trees. You can see the height of the trees. I mean, these were little saplings when I came as a little kid. I was from 77 and there was sort of 10 or 11 or even younger when we lived in Flixton Drive. I'm sure if you spent some time down here you'd find quite a lot of interesting wildlife. The old collapsed tree's got some interesting fungus taking over the world. Well, they're back at the starting point and just cross this little bridge that we saw at the start. You can see the stream continues here. So it's probably not a walk you would do specifically, but if you're going to Joey the Swan, you could come across here and see Mr. Duck. Yeah, so that'd be the main use of it. Go to Joey the Swan, come across and have a look at this, and then you got the Woodside pub if you wanted a drink. And while we're at Woodside Avenue, it'd be rude not to come to Joey the Swan and have a look over Joey the Swan for a few moments. We just entered opposite the Woodside pub into the Woodland walk. Unlike where we've just been, there is a tidy up group that works here quite regular, so this is really pretty well kept. So most of the woodland walks are easy accessible, and you could probably use a wheelchair down here. It's a bit like that, but still a nice place to come. We've got some steps down here. They're always too wide, so you've got a double step to go down these steps. Why they make them so wide and not like a proper step? But nevertheless. So this again, when I was a wee whippersnapper, this was all sort of sewerage things down here. We have got this nice little play area. There is evidence of moles. We're actually at Joey the Swan bit now. We've got some nice flowers out already. So I'm not going to really do much of this because I think everybody knows Joey the Swan. But for people that are housebound, we've got nice seats everywhere. The brook continues from where we just were. So you've got the nice flowing water. It's changed a bit because you used to be able to get in there quite easy. And it was sort of a nature area, but that's a bit overgrown now. There's lots of new trees. Still plenty of open space. Still the child's play area. Seats absolutely everywhere. So if you come for a walk, you can have a sit down. In a few years it's going to be really something, and it seems to be the latest craze, if that's the correct word. The trees have got little plaques on them, so they're sort of using them as a, not a grave exactly, but a memorial tree. We've got all these brand new trees. So a few years it's going to be like a forest down here. Yeah, nearly every tree's got a memorial on it to somebody. I don't know how much that costs. The little walk we've just been, this is what I call a waterfall. I mean, it's not Niagara exactly, is it? But this is now at Joey the Swan. So it's just the sounds of it, isn't it? Just such relaxing sound. So this whole area of Joey the Swan's really become a memorial walk, because all these trees here are all in remembrance of somebody, so it's a lovely idea.